Robots comes in all shapes and sizes, from tiny robots to medium-sized robots to larger robots that are designed to mow your lawn. Yes, we now have a robotic mower, so let's go and take a look. Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at the Ambrogio L60 Elite. This is my very first robotic lawnmower. What makes this particular model so unique is the fact that it does not require installation of a perimeter wire. Basically, it's a wire that goes around the entire area of your lawn, and it tells the robot where the edges are. Instead of using a perimeter wire, this robot has a physical bump sensor and a bunch of sensors to detect cliffs, also detects the difference between grass and cement. So as I'm doing this testing, we'll see how well the L60 does. As you can see, the interface is pretty basic. You got the start button and you have a couple buttons off to your left and right. Up to the top is some indicators to let you know the status of the robot, the charge status. Also, you got play, pause, and finally to turn the robot on and off. Well, as you can hear, the robot mower is fairly quiet, around 65 decibels. Now, the main benefit of having a robotic mower, besides not having to mow yourself, is the fact that it can go out 2 to 3 times a week, and over time will keep your grass fairly short, almost like a golf-like appearance. You've seen those grass where it's super short. That's the same effect with this guy. Okay, so the L60 has all-wheel drive, also has 2 physical bumpers. As you can see, gently bumps into the lamppost without causing any damage. Now, you see the 2 gray handles. The robot itself weighs about 18.6 pounds, so it's fairly easy to carry around from spot to spot. Alright, let me show you some before and after pictures. Now, you can see my grass is very long, but the robot mower had no problems handling it. Now, one unique feature is if it detects taller grass, or actually rev up its motor, so it provides additional power. But when the grass is fairly short, it can detect that to save some power. Let's not talk about this area. Yeah, this area is pretty sad. Okay, so this model is fairly unique. The fact that it doesn't use GPS or Wi-Fi. It actually relies on its sensors to detect sidewalks, also physical boundaries and drop-offs. It does a pretty good job in theory, and I found like overall it was able to not get itself stuck, but I'll show some instances where it did get hung up. Also, since this does rely on Bluetooth, you can pair it with a smartphone, either iOS or Android. It's called the Ambrogio app, which is fairly easy to set up. You just create an account, and there's some unique features. You do have a remote control feature. Also, you can set the sensitivity of the sensors. So for example, like my lawn, which is fairly dry, I had to decrease the sensitivity because it was thinking it was on concrete the whole time. But once I decreased it, it worked fine. I was able to mow my grass without any issues. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up the footage. Now there's a couple cleaning patterns. You can do auto mode, which is kind of like a Roomba, kind of bounces around your lawn, does kind of like a crazy pattern. But if you want to use a remote control, you can actually do more of a traditional back and forth cleaning pattern shown here. Keep in mind, it's over Bluetooth, so you have to be fairly close to the robot for it to respond to your commands. But as you can see, the differences in patterns, this is the auto mode, which is more random. And you could probably see the shadows where I'm talking to someone. That's my neighbor. He was pretty interested in this robot, so we had a nice chat while the robot was doing its thing. Okay, so this is probably my fault. I should have walked around the area to see if there's any objects that could hang up this robot. So you can see the wheel bay kind of got wrapped around the wheel, but it's not a huge deal. I was able to twist the wheel out to unravel it. Now, you do have the option to remove the screw to remove the wheel completely, which might have been a little bit easier than trying to turn the wheels by hand. But it didn't cause any damage to the robot, and the robot does have some sensors on the blade, so if it detects excessive force, it will actually shut down the robot and alert you via the app and through the indicators. Well, the robot just did its thing, just kind of bounced around my lawn. I give it about an hour, and once you're done with it, you can always stop it. Now, one thing to know is they do recommend charging the robot every 5 or 6 months if you leave it in storage, maybe over the winter time. And I do recommend keeping it in a nice, cool place, not too hot, not too cold, so it doesn't cause damage to the lithium battery. Alright, let's have a look underneath the robot. So unlike other robot mowers that have like small little razor blades, this actually has a 4-star blade system, which is fairly dull. It doesn't cut your fingers, but it's strong enough to cut through the grass. Doesn't have to necessarily be super sharp. Alright, let's go and wrap up this video. I'll give you my final thoughts. Let's talk about the pros. I think the thing that really caught my eye is the fact that it does not require a primer wire. The sensors are pretty good. Was able to recognize trees, the stumps, also edges of my boundary. So it didn't drop off and try to mow the plants. Also the fact that it has a sidewalk detection or cement detection. It was great because it didn't go and veer off into the street. Now, the downside to this robot is the fact that it's really designed for smaller yards, 0.05 acres or less. Also, the fact that you have to manually recharge it. Yes, there's no docking station like a lot of these other robot mowers have. Now, on the flip side, since you don't have a primer wire, the setup is really super easy. But the downside is without that primer wire, this robot really doesn't know where it's going. Just kind of bounces around like an old style Roomba. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching and make sure you like and subscribe. And before I forget, I'll disclose the price. This guy was $1,500, but you can go on Amazon and find other models for about $1,000 or a little bit less. Now keep in mind, those models that are selling on Amazon do require a primer wire, but the flip side is it does have an auto recharge and resume feature, whereas this model does require you to manually recharge it. Alright, have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you later. Be safe out there. Adios.